Happy Teachers Day. Siku ya walimu duniani ama ulimwenguni. World Teachers Day, 5th of October, every year since 1966. Well, in Kenya, celebrations is happening across the country, and in Nairobi, yeah, I wanted to talk to one of the teachers here. Ni mwalimu wa, I think it's Upper Hill High School. It's very famous and common in social media. He does a lot of stuff in terms of teaching students and also trying as much as possible. I think he's a literature teacher for that matter. I'll be talking to him later on.
Yeah, English literature. You are doing a good work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Just trying to do something, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Pronunciations, yeah, and the level of confidence,
right.
In terms of speech.
Yeah, I've been trying. Sometimes I pick out what I call common mistakes, common pronunciations. Then when I share them online, I find there are people ready to appreciate the work, and I feel this is enough motivation to keep going.
Also tell Kenyans, is it women rap or woman rap? Very common mistake.
True.
Very common, and it's
very
very annoying.
Right.
If people refer to personalities as women representatives.
It's a woman.
Because one.
Yeah, it's one.
So it's a common
In fact, the plural one should be women. But now it's a woman.
Yes,
It's wo.
yes.
Yeah.
If
one.
there are many,
Yes,
seated women representatives.
True. Yeah, it's one of the most misrepresented titles.
Correct.
Thank
you so much.
Well, thank you very much. And we were told that there's a Prime Cabinet Secretary. Is he the Prime Minister or just a minister? Because there's nothing like that in the Constitution of Kenya.
Just a minister.
He's just a minister. So nile tu kujinua kidogo. Seniority.
Being
Just
given
to massage the ego.
We say debut, right? So the T is silent. How do we say this? It's subtle. The B is silent. Next. It's a yacht. The CH are silent, right? Higher. In this word, how do we pronounce it? It's no. So what is silent? The G is silent. Next. We say rendezvous, okay? That means the Z and the S are. How do we pronounce this? We talk of za. Can we say za? So the C is silent. How about this? We say cause. So the P is silent. How about this? We say parliament. Can you not say parliament? What is silent? The I is silent. Higher. How do you say this? Where there is disorder, we say there is fracas. The S is silent. Okay? Yes. Moving on. How do we say this? It's typically, the A is silent, right? Next. Biologically, A is silent. How about this? Musically, again, A is silent. How about this? You condemn. What is silent? Condemn. N is silent. Next. It's a receipt. What is silent? P is silent. Debt. You say debt or debt? Yes. What is silent? B is silent. How do you say this? It's should. What is silent? The L. Next, what is silent? Would. Yeah, this is pronounced as would. So the L is silent. Lastly, how do you say the last word? It's a button. Can we say button? The O is silent. So let's do more practice on silent letters and get the pronunciation right. Have a great day, right? As a teacher and one of those teachers who believe they've impacted society in a big way, I've just done a post on Facebook right now. Number one, I want to appreciate, or I'm appreciating parents, leaders who come all out to actually support the teacher for the work they do. But I've also remembered to remind teachers that we are the shapers of the next generation of leaders. And this can only happen if we not just teach, but to inspire these young people to achieve their greatest good. The other thing I'm also telling teachers is the issue of punishing students, slapping them, making them do some very, punishable duties like digging. These are things of the past. The current generation of leaders of students are a team. They want to be involved in everything. They want to be understood. You don't find a boy singing in class dancing. You want to punish that boy.
Yeah, you're making noise. What's the problem with you?
When I find them making noise, I love it. In fact, I'll also add to the noise by giving them some stories. They laugh a bit, and then I tell them, now you can work it out. But you don't go around and start beating up students. This issue of teachers summoning parents to schools. Parents have better things to do. Let the parent do their work, do your work. If things are not working, talk to the parent and agree what to do next, not demanding that a parent comes home. But majority of teachers are doing their best. We want to support even the teachers who are doing their best to make sure that the students achieve their greatest good. As a teacher of English, I'm on social media. I'm really trying my best to see people speak, not just speak English, but speak to communicate. And I really love the work you're doing as a journalist, making sure that this information is dispensed, gets to the common person on the streets.
Wow, I like it, the way you do your stuff. There's something you've mentioned here about you find a student maybe singing or jumping, and in your mind, instead of thinking of corporal punishment, you seem like this is a diamond. Oh, this is Bien here. This is so and so. This is a musician. Yeah, it's all about catapulting what is his ability.
You've just me with a girl. There's a lady I've just left with. I wish I had stopped to talk to you first. That's my former student, Analo Kanga. She's a budding musician. She's the one who was singing here.
Yes,
imagine I used to find her singing in class at Precious Blood Riruta. And what I would do is I would want to listen to what she's singing. Don't just punish her. As I speak to you, she's at the Kenya School of Law. She's doing her final exams. At the same time, she's a musician. If I had killed that dream of being a musician, she wouldn't be where she is now. And she's so proud to be identified with me. We've taken even a photo and she's like, Madam, post this one. I know you have a huge following online. And I felt that was something. You see, I inspired that girl. And I'm proud.
I wish I could have got maybe sentiments.
She'll be coming back later. If she comes back,
you'll
get that clip and you see what we can
that's
do.
great.
So,
lawyer, but at the same time,
she's a musician.
And you see, it reminds me of what I read somewhere, that Kofi Olomide is a mathematician by profession. But apart from being a mathematician, what pays his bills is music.
I'm also looking at it this way. Look at Nameless. Nameless is one of the best architects we have in the world. He's a top musician. Look at Wahoo, the wife. Wahoo is a statistician, a mathematician. Yet she's doing so well in music. Look at Mariga, who used to be at Upper Hill School. He's a top footballer. He got an A-. He's an engineer and a footballer at the same time.
Mariga,
yeah, not Mariga. I'm getting it right.
Was it Olunga or who?
Olunga, Michael Olunga. Thank you for the correction.
Yes.
So you see, and these are people, they were in class learning and they were being allowed time to go and do other things. So in short, what I'm trying to say is teachers must learn to know where where the responsibilities begin and end. And if you find that you're not into sports, let the other teacher take over from there. Just do the best you can.
Now, in terms of being a teacher, is it all about passion or just a by the way thing?
Okay, quite a number of people have joined the teaching profession. Let me say about 40% for the money, but majorities 50% plus in the profession because of passion. Personally, I didn't have a career counselor to guide me on what to do. But when I went to university, I just remembered my grandmother used to pray and say that she wanted the family to have secretaries and teachers. Those are the best professions then. Somehow I realized I'm a person who likes speaking. In Kiswahili we say kimbele mbele. So I thought I can do well where people are, not where machines or buildings are. So that's how I thought I could impact society more through teaching. And that's how I became a teacher. Mine is a passion.
Passion driven.
If it was about the money, I would not be working even for TSC right now. Yes.
So you are a TSC accredited?
I'm a TSC. I'm a TSC employed teacher.
Employed teacher.
Yes, but I'm going beyond that. Over the weekends, like next weekend, I'll be in Siaya. I'm going to see Ida Odinga Girls Secondary School, where Madam Otieno is the principal. And remember, I'm not going there for her to pay me. I'm going to spend time with those girls, just talk to them about life, to see life in a big way, beyond the syllabus. That there is life, there are studies, people studying abroad.
Sure.
You know, people are going abroad, scholarships,
talent pays.
Yes. Tell them, don't think about getting married, because in the villages, girls think getting a man who can marry you, that is the best you can do. But I want to tell them this more than that. You see, I'm not going to be paid. I'm doing it because I told her I will find my transport, get there, then come back. But I believe I'll touch at least 5 souls.
A volunteer.
Yes. And I'm doing so. Some of us do it for the passion, not for the money.
Wow, that's great.
And sometimes the passion comes with the money. Sometimes.
Yeah, it pays anyway at the end of the day.
Sure.
Now, in terms of being a teacher, yes,
Right.
somebody will want to understand more. They see you on social media platforms. So where were you born? Where did you school at? And all that in terms of your journey there. Yeah.
Okay. My background. Actually, I was born here in Nairobi. We are at Ngong Road. This is Junction. This is Wanye. I was actually born at Pumwani when my parents were staying at Wanye. But most of my primary school from class 3 to 8, it was in Western. Our family home is in Kaimosi, a place called Shiru. So I went to Shiru Primary, then Vihiga High School, then Moi University in Eldoret. Then from there, I've been to several schools locally, from Samburu High School in Maralal. I've been to St. Catherine Machakos in Machakos. I've been to the language center here in Adams. I've worked in Iran for an entire year teaching English. I've been an education officer under the UN, that is UNHCR.
Wow.
I was an education officer in charge of about 5 secondary schools and 17 primary schools.
Wow.
I've also taught locally before joining TSC at Precious Blood Ruta, where I taught for 8 years. Then currently I'm at Upper Hill School, where I'm doing my 5th year. And in all this, I've done more than just cover the syllabus. It goes beyond. Right now, I meet my former student here. They're so happy to see me, because apart from just teaching, I would sit down with them and tell them the reality about life out here, what they need to do, and they felt like I was a real teacher.
It's a mentor.
It's a mentor. You know, brother, make them feel as a brother. You go to my classes when I'm not there, they want to look for me. They want to know exactly who is our teacher.
Wow.
Because we've gone beyond covering the syllabus. We want to sit with them. We want to listen to them. We want to reason with them. And it makes all the difference.
Yeah, it reminded me sometime back when I was teaching at the Multimedia University. In terms of going to Iran or Iraq at that time, when was it and what inspired you? How was life there?
So after the UNHCR in Dadaab refugee camp, I came back to Nairobi to Adams, that is the language center in Adams. And around that time, I met a student who was actually here on holiday. He was advisor to the Iran president, and he had come with a family. And I guess the fact that I was very friendly, we became friends. So every time after classes, he would request that I come to his house in Kitisuru, take him and the wife through some revision of English. And that's how he decided to request if I could accompany him to Iran. And I was like, why not? So he did everything from the visa to air ticket to everything. And the next thing, I was on my flight to Iran. I was actually staying in his one of his mansions, and it was really fun. I was actually teaching the family, not anybody else. In the morning, I would handle the parents, that is from around 6 to 8 a.m. And then evening from 4 to 6, I'm handling the kids.
It's very challenging.
Then during the day, it was not easy. Especially now that Iran, the blacks are not so many. You go to town, you can count them. I would count less than 5.
Nigerians.
Mainly Nigerians, I guess so.
They are daring abroad.
Very daring, very daring. So I found it really something. But I got a lot of experience.
Wow.
Most of the time I would spend indoors in the building. You know, in Nairobi, you are free to move around. But there, the boss has to find time to find you, to go out with you. You can't just go out alone, because you'll attract unnecessary tension.
Because you just one black man in the midst of
millions.
Yeah,
that was something else. And it's around the time when Iran was under siege from America.
That time.
Yeah, their money undervalued. They had sanctions on them, and that really impacted negatively on them.
Wow, you came back home. You've talked of you started in Western Kenya. You came all the way Kaimosi.
Right.
Now, in terms of the challenges as a teacher, most of you guys go through. Yeah.
So some of the challenges we've gone through, maybe probably the pay. Sometimes the pay is not commensurate with what we do. Like currently, you find most of the teachers starting salary in Nairobi, it's around that 50,000. But if you look, if someone is earning 50,000 and the deductions are coming to at least maybe 10, you're left with 40. Then you see how much, where you can get a house that you can pay even half of that 40, 20,000. It's not possible. And even when you pay a house to 40,000, 20,000, what you're left with is not even enough for yourself, your family. Some are taking care of extended families, that is one. Number two, probably parents who don't understand the role of a teacher. They believe a teacher's role is to transform their children overnight, and that becomes a big deal.
It's a process.
It is a process. The other thing is just infrastructure. Sometimes some schools are poorly equipped. You're in a school whereby you need like to show something like for a teacher, you need to show a teacher of English and literature. You need to show some video on some of the set books. But the school cannot even afford, leave alone a screen, even a radio for that matter. So it's a problem, facilities, problem of teachers, parents who don't understand the role of a teacher. It's a problem of some colleagues. You're in a department with the colleagues who don't understand what they should be doing. They're here to worry about what they'll be paid, not exactly how to cover the syllabus and make sure that English is growing the station. Maybe lastly, still on the same, could have something to do with students. We have a new generation of students that need to be understood. The moment you're a teacher and your business is to punish and punish and punish,
They're not used to that, man.
yes, you make the students develop an attitude towards you, and at the end of the day, you lose them.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, because earlier days at primary,
Right.
wow, they used to cane us. Yeah, no, the difference, the gap now, during your days and whatever you experience at the moment,
Right.
there's a very big difference.
Yeah, there is. I was just looking at it in terms of myself. I think I went through struggles studying. In primary school, for example, you'd go home and you find there's no food. We used to travel about 3 kilometers from school to home. When you get home, there's no food.
Is your ancestral land?
My ancestral land, Nairobi, yeah, that's now where my parents bought land in Tirikiland, although we come from Maragoli land.
Oh, Maragoli to Tirikiland, that's the same people.
Yes. So you come home, mom is still on the farm. He has not cooked anything.
Sure.
I have my own kids. When they go to school, they go with food. And if they're coming home, there has to be something. That's how we have trained them. My child finds I've not prepared something for them, they're going to cry, and I'll feel very guilty about it. During our days, you cry, you're beaten up, yet you're hungry. So there are so many things. Now we have modern facilities. Then we didn't have the internet, we didn't have phones, we didn't have everything. Your learning was just on the go. Now we have a lot of advancements. And then probably infrastructure has really changed, because as we speak, we're having some so much going on. The change of the education system compared to those days, there's so much going on, and probably as time goes by, the number of poor or struggling families are coming up. Then there are struggling families, but not so many. So you find that their struggles are creating a divide. We have the rich and the most schools. We have a group of students from the slums, then you have a group from the well-to-do families from Runda and like Lavington, and that is really a divide that teachers are struggling to find a balancing act.
Wow, that's great. Now, finally, maybe why English?
I really want to thank my father. My father, though he was not earning much from Coca-Cola company as a machine operator, but I guess he used to pass by his boss office and find those old newspapers. He would bring them home. And then one time he asked me what I had read, and I lied. I felt so guilty because he asked me and I could not explain. So the following day I had to read, waiting for him to come and ask me. So it's from there that I fell in love with the newspapers, because I found for the newspapers there was always a story. There was always a story that is interesting. So by reading, whether my dad would come and confirm or not, became a passion. And that reading, that's how I'm able, like when I'm preparing something, when I find people misusing the language, I always want to discover those words that are poorly pronounced. Like I was telling fellows, we don't say poor, we say poor. We don't say door, it's a door.
It's a door. Flower.
It's maize flour, not maize flour.
Yeah,
such. So from there, and I think that motivation from my dad, who still speaks very good English, has really motivated me.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
nowadays there's so many teachers, or a lot of teachers, I see them online doing their stuff.
Right.
Is it allowed, or is that out of your own free will?
What is happening is we have freedom.
Okay.
We can teach online, but what we do, there are teachers who want to share what they teach. Like for English, it's so wide. I always find, and I realize when you find something very interesting, even the viewers find it interesting. Like the other day I did a video on which country has the most corrupt president, which country has has 3 capital cities, which country has 11 official languages, and it was very popular.
Wow.
It's my best video. Last week, it is 2 weeks old,
yes,
and already it has 30 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, in fact, that bit on which country has the most corrupt president, I guess must have attracted a lot of attention. People are expecting me to say a certain country, but I don't mention it. So we are doing it out of our own free will. But I want to advise teachers, stop posting students online without their parents' consent.
It's very, very important.
Avoid as much as possible. If you find most teachers they teach, you might think they are teaching nobody, but the students are there. So don't show their faces. Even if the parents have consented, it's not just
keep off.
If it's my kids, those are my kids, I can post them, but not somebody's kids. It can really be a big deal. But overall, teachers are going out of their way. When you post something good that adds value to the community, people appreciate it.
Yeah, it's because of COVID also taught us something.
Right.
The need of embracing technology.
Oh, yes.
You remember?
Right.
Yeah, in fact, colleges or universities, that's nowadays it's all about online.
It's true.
Wow.
We have gone online. Even over the holidays, I hold tuition, and since the Corona period, I've been doing online classes, and this one takes care of students from as far as the borders of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, even from the US. A student is able to learn just through the screen interface, and we really appreciate it.
Primary, high school, which high school?
We do. Okay.
No, you went to which high school?
Vihiga High School.
Oh, Vihiga High School.
The current rugby champions.
Yeah, you were taught. Was it Mr. Karanga or who?
There was ours was Mr. Kedogo.
Okay.
That was the year 2000, around there.
Year 2000.
Yes.
Karanga.
Akaranga came later. Actually,
on.
There was one principal. Akaranga came around 2003, 4 around there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because by then, Akaranga must have been. Yeah, he must have come immediately after, maybe. Wow. But from around 2001.
Wow, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. Maybe your message to fellow teachers. This is a World Teachers Day. Yeah,
being World Teachers Day, this is what I'll tell my colleagues. Give that teaching your best. When you give it your best, God rewards you in a big way. Always do your best. Make sure you change the mindset of the students, help them fit in society. Do it passionately, and God will reward you in a big way.
Your page name, maybe Facebook, YouTube,
okay,
etc.
Thank you. On Facebook, I'm Arabu Adede. IG Arabu Adede, and on TikTok I'm Mwalimu Arabu Adede. On TikTok I have 1.2 million followers.
1.2 million followers.
Yes, 1.2
ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
On Facebook I have reached 650,000 followers.
650,000.
And now on Instagram I'm at 90,000 followers, and I really appreciate you for supporting me.
Wow, this is Bonga Tube Media, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them also to subscribe.
Yes,
Bonga Tube Media.
Bonga Tube Media. Yes. Kindly subscribe to Bonga Tube Media, which is bringing this to you live. Let's support one of our own to grow, to inform us, and make us even more resourceful wherever we are.
Wow, thanks a lot.
Karibu.
Mwalimu Adede himself. World Teachers Day. Happy World Teachers Day.
Right.
Asante.
Asante sana.
Ya walimu duniani ama ulimwenguni kwa mantiki hii, na bila shaka tutakuwa tunataja mawili matatu kuhusiana na haya yote katika uwanja huu. Haya ni utambulisho sasa rasmi, tutakuwa tunasubiri kuona wageni waheshimiwa ambao wamefika. Bila shaka ni viongozi katika jimbo ama gatuzi la Nairobi. Namuona pale
So let us say, as you wait